What is up, people? Miles TV is back. I know you missed me. I missed you. And we're back at trying to focus at the camera, but I will not because I will look over here. But hey, so it's been a while. It's been a while, and we are off to a great rocking start. Oh, as per usual, we are doing reviews on podcasts. Particularly the homebrew. We will jump back into Power Word Fail on the next video. I got some catching up to do on that because I think they ended. But as for today, we are hitting up a new podcast series. I think currently from where I am starting, they are at episode 12, and it's insane. It's good. They put together this podcast with some great people, and they're telling a great story. But it is, as of right now, it is called MythCraft The Podcast. They do session 0. They have a trailer to kind of get you hooked on it. All that is real good. And, I'm a fan of session 0. You can't have a good D&D campaign without a session 0. In MythCraft the Podcast, in MythCraft, you have a MythCrafter, Dungeon Master, Game Master. His name is Kyle. He oversees the game, things like that. Everybody at this point should know what a DM does. GM, MC at this point. Then we have Mal. I'm not even going to try. I mean, I'm big on names and pronouncing them right, but I'm not going to try. But we have Mal. They play Thistle Featherfoot, a squirrel-like character. Oh, I'm jumping the gun here. Then we have Cody. He plays Old Man Harlow. Cody is from previous homebrew projects. Kiris, Andy. She is from previous homebrew network projects. Nathan, he plays Hildegard. I like the way he says Hildegard. Nathan's playing Hildegard, and he is a DM, and he is from previous homebrew projects. And let's see, we got Tanner. Tanner is playing Friend the Golem, and Roger, who is playing Lucian. So like I said, they have a trailer up. They do a session 0. It's only like 15 minutes. And we get to know all the players and everything. They don't do too much of like the world and lore building in this in session 0. Not too much, but I think he does go over a little bit about the past and where we're at. But Nathan talks about MythCraft. MythCraft is a new tabletop RPG game. To me, it reminds me of Divinity, the Original Sin 2. I know Grant loves Divinity, so I wouldn't be surprised if he modeled this TTRPG after it. Because like there's action points, there's checks, things like that. I'm not going to dive into much of like all the hoopla. But we learn about the players. Kyle is the MC, game master, MythCrafter. Mal is playing Thistle Featherfoot. Mal is playing Thistle Featherfoot. Cody's playing Old Man Harlow. Andy is playing Kiris. Nathan is playing Hildegard. Tanner is playing Friend. Roger is playing Lucian. As I said before, it's about 15 minutes. You get a feel for each of the characters. They introduce themselves. And then after that, we start the first session. The first session is Conquest of Crimson, and it's a prologue. Prologue is about as long as a regular session. So it is, I don't know, it's just not episode 1, it's episode 0, but not session 0. But it is a prologue. It's still pretty good. That is where this review is going to take place, about the prologue. We get a backstory about the world's past, of how like it all started and everything, and what's going on currently. There's making of a war that's going to happen. I think it's just on the brew of like, nations are like, they're going to do something. They're going to do something. And so a lot of spies being sent out to places, and a lot of kingdoms kind of like on edge about what's about to happen. We start this story with Thistle. We're just going to call it Thistle. She's a tiny squirrel. She is fighting with her dad about becoming an adventurer. And something I didn't notice, she is only 10. She is only 10. I thought she was a little bit older than that. No wonder her dad is like, whoa, no daughter of mine is going out at this time. But her dad doesn't want to go out. Her mom kind of like jumps in and calms things down. Then we cut over to Old Man Harlow before we know he's Old Man Harlow. He is in the inn that Thistle works at, that her dad wants her to work in the inn and just have like a normal life. Thistle walks up to Old Man Harlow, tries to like, serve him in the inn, and he's just like, blah, blah, blah. Thistle kind of gets to a point where like she thinks she knows Old Man Harlow. And this is one thing about like not having characters meet up in the beginning. And then relying on roll checks. Cause like, Kyle gave Thistle a chance to roll to see if she knew Old Man Harlow, and she kept doing bad. So I guess he lowered the DC, and I guess, but eventually she realizes who this person is. She immediately is like, you're Old Man Harlow. Cody is hilarious. Cody says so many funny things from time to time. He's like, and she's going over, Thistle's going over all of Old Man Harlow's adventures and stuff, and he's just correcting her very hilariously. It's like, I heard you beat a Kraken one-handed, and then he's like, oh, it's just a guy named the Kraken. But so eventually Thistle talks Harlow into adventuring with her, the promise of showing him recipes that her family has made. Thistle immediately sneaks upstairs, gets her stuff, leave her parents a note. And I wonder if she came up with this on the fly, because I love like situations like that. Like, you didn't know this was gonna happen, or like, did you know like you were gonna do this? Is this script recorded? But she does a really good job of like, Mao has very emotional voice, and it makes me feel for Thistle when she's doing Thistle things, and I'm just like, she's really excited and I can feel the excitement, or she's really sad and I can feel the sadness, and I'm just like, oh, okay, we're gonna be emotional. So we cut over to Posh to find Kiris. They are a Fiend Hondu, a dog type character. We get flashbacks with Kiris getting orders to go to Posh from the Emperor. We find out the Emperor is sending Kiris to Posh to kind of case the joint out. Things seem a little sketchy there. So she's there to collect information and figure out what's going on. We flash back, and Kiris is sitting in the inn at Posh getting some info. She eavesdrops on some people, and they find out that there's this important meeting going on at Posh University. I don't know if that's actually the real name of it, but Posh University. she's like, okay, well, now I got to go to this meeting to get information. She finds out that like mostly everybody can get invited to. They check people or whatever, kind of like a big town hall. um it is happening within the hour, so Curious is like, okay, I need to hurry up and do this. We cut over to the road to Posh, and we meet Hildegard. Let me tell you something about Nathan that I've picked up. Could be wrong, could be right, whatever. This man is really good at creating sad, broken characters. Like, his characters, it just like, you feel for them in a way that like, oh, you're trying to make me depressed? But he has Hildegard. She looks rough. She's tattered clothes. She looks like a homeless child. Hildegard is walking this road with a stick, and she's kind of just fearfully checking for things. Hildegard ends up finding a statue holding a sign, and the statue's pointing in a certain direction. She starts walking in that direction, and this is where we meet Friend. Friend kind of like talks to Hildegard a little bit. He kind of speaks to her, scares her, blah blah blah. They end up meeting. It seems like everybody's gonna have their partner, their buddy. Make sure you have your exit buddy. So Hildegard and Friend hit it off. They don't know what his sign says. It says Posh, like he's pointing the way to Posh, but he doesn't know what it says, and Hildegard doesn't know what it says. And Hildegard's like, I think it says friend. You're a friend. So Hildegard, gave Friend their name. And I think that's like real cute that like they're both like, I can't read. I don't know what it reads. And let me back this up a little bit. Friend, I love Friend. Friend is I love Tanner. Tanner is the one who plays Friend. He has a very animated voice, and I love how he brought Friend to life. And he reminds me of the guy who plays Sonic, Ben Stort, whatever his name, Ben, the guy who plays Sonic. His voice reminds me of that. It's very animated. So he plays Friend, and I just love Friend. He's so clueless. He's so like that. There's Hildegard talks Friend into going with her, or they somehow come to the conclusion like they should travel together. Friend goes over to the water. He's like, hey, I gotta say bye to somebody. And he looks at his reflection, and he's like, hey man, I know you don't talk that much, but thanks for being with me, and maybe we'll see each other again sometime. Why are these characters so sad? Like, just make a character that's just happy and wants to go on adventures. I mean, that's Thistle, but I was so stressed when Friend was like, let me go say bye to my friend. And he looked in that. Anyway. So Friend and Hildegard set off to Posh to go find more friends. We do find out that Friend is waiting. He was waiting for his creator. The person who created him kind of disappeared, and he was like, well, maybe if I wait right here, he'll show back up. They meet an old lady that invites them to shelter, gives Hildegard some like food and clothing, I want to say, and they eventually continue over. We cut over to Lucian. He is in a classroom at this university. He is in some kind of ethics lesson, and he is kind of like, he's that guy that's going to argue with the teacher whether he's wrong or right. And he pulls a fast one on the teacher in the end, and he's like that he kind of disrupts the class. And after class, Lucian walks to the inn, and that's where we see everyone. That's where everyone meets up. That's where everyone kind of like, you get all the characters together, and then that's where like the adventure's gonna start. So the prologue of how they all met and how they all whatever. But they all walk into the inn, not at the same time, but they're all in the inn at the same place. So prologue puts them all together. I mean, I'm on episode 12. I just finished episode 12 tonight, and so I know what's happening, and we're gonna do this like we did Power Word Fell, and we're gonna try to catch up as fast as possible. I can't wait to see where this goes. This cast is great. The story is great. Kyle is a great DM. He had. Don't let me mess it up. Go listen to the thing. But he did something about therapy and D&D, or doing tabletop RPGs, and I was like, that's so cool, because it's so therapeutic to be able to not be yourself, or to be able to do something like this, and you can help people like in many ways. This is one way that you can help people to release some of that stuff that they have inside. Like, anyway, but it's good. It's a good episode. We're going to do episode 1, maybe in 2 days. I'm trying to do it like once every other day, so I don't have to listen to the episode, then record it, but who knows? Great episode. For a prologue, I said I'm too nice. I hate I hate scoring things, because I'm like, if I give it a 9, why did I give it? It's amazing. But 10 out of 10 for the prologue. This was so good. I was very giddy with excitement listening to this. Every character that got introduced, I was very fascinated with them. I'll say, except for Old Man Harlow. Like, the trailer for Old Man Harlow, and when Old Man Harlow got introduced, I was like, all right, the mysterious old man that's a monk. All right, let's can I have any more information about Old Man Harlow? Okay, but besides that, everything, but Cody plays good characters. Like, I'm not worried or anything, but that was the only thing that was just like, okay, whatever. But 10 out of 10 for the first episode. I am rambling. This is the first day I'm back recording. Well, I've done updates, but this is my first day recording using a new software. The aesthetic background, you see, I got stuff going on now. I'm gonna have a sound recording booth soon. Can't wait for that. So hopefully these things get better and better. If you guys want me to review something else, let me know. If you like these reviews, let me know. Also, as always, join the Discord. I mean, they don't pay me to say this, but they are nice people. They're nice people. They talk in the Discord, like just like Power Word Fell. If you haven't listened to Power Word Fell, go listen to Power Word Fell. It is amazing. Probably one of my favorite podcasts. But go talk to the people. Mal's always active. It's be like 3 o'clock in the morning. I message somebody in Discord. Either Andy responds or Mal responds. Roger, Tanner, they're always around. Go talk to them. Go have fun. That is it's not the Homebrew Discord, but find the Homebrew. I'll get more information. I'll be better prepared next time. But as always, thanks guys for tuning in to Miles TV. Bye.